The Federation recorded its 10th case of the novel coronavirus or COVID-19, confirmed Minister of State in Health Wendy Phipps on Saturday.
Closer to home in our Federation, at 12:29 a.m. today, we would have been informed by CARPHA that there is now one additional case of COVID-19, and that brings a total of 10 to the confirmed number of cases that we have in the Federation. The most recent patient is 66 years old. She's a female, a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis, and resident on Nevis. The case appears to have been travel-related by virtue of the fact that the individual would have recently been exposed to persons who would have traveled to the Federation from the UK and the USA.
She also gave information to the state of those quarantined and released.
There have been 0 deaths in St. Kitts and Nevis, thankfully, up to now. To date, we have done 149 tests with 10 confirmed positives, 7 in St. Kitts and 3 on Nevis now, 114 confirmed negatives, and 25 results are pending. There are 34 persons in quarantine in a government facility, while 268 persons are being quarantined at home. 10 persons, obviously the 10 confirmed cases, are all in isolation as per the requirements of the World Health Organization for confirmed cases. And of course, 146 persons would have been released from quarantine to date. Again, we are reminding the public that our community health workers are continuing to carry out their in-depth contact tracing and monitoring for community transmission of the infection. We are also reminding everyone that during this state of emergency, that we need to work together to ensure that we reduce the impact of the disease to our country by sticking to the policies and regulations outlined in the Emergency Powers COVID-19 regulations.
Meanwhile, Minister Phipps encouraged persons to listen to the advice of the health authorities as the nation continues to fight COVID-19.
Persons with confirmed cases of COVID-19, you're reminded once more to remain in strict isolation. Persons who have had significant direct contact with confirmed cases are automatically being placed in quarantine. And you're also asked to note that persons who have been placed in quarantine must remain in the quarantine site for a minimum of 14 days, and you're not allowed to interact with anyone during the course of those 14 days. All citizens and residents are again reminded to practice social distancing and appropriate respiratory hygiene measures. And as we speak about social distancing, we are mindful of the scenes that we would have seen yesterday and again today at the supermarkets. Standing in line is one thing. Huddling together in groups of 3 or 4 is another issue. And it basically will defeat what we are trying to achieve by having periods of lockdown. We're reminding individuals again, if you're going out to shop, make sure that you're going out to shop for something that is essential. Yesterday, I had the chance to witness some of it myself, and I am amazed, given the fact that St. Kitts and Nevis has such a high incidence of non-communicable diseases, that a number of young people are in the line shopping for things like potato chips, 2-liter bottles of Coca-Cola, all kinds of other dried fruits and foods that are corn-based or fried-based or anything like that, beer and other things. Now, I don't consider any of those items to be essential.
St. Kitts and Nevis is currently under a 24-hour lockdown until Thursday night, part of the government's attempt in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.